I think obviously that speaks Chantelle and saying there is a rematch for us. I don't think Katie would be able to sleep till that fight, but it was a tremendous fight, and Chantelle mentioned something interesting, about fighting maybe for Katie's belt. I don't know what they're going to want to do, but become a 2-division undisputed champion. But obviously it's going to be a massive fight. But tonight, bid homage to Chantelle Campbell.
Sometimes you haven't been able to get anything frustrated in. After Abu Dhabi, that was an incredible night. Tonight, I imagine the pinnacle was the champion.
Yeah, it feels good. I was thinking first time a big show has happened in the Republic for 6 or 7 years. I'm just glad that in a tough competitive fight, the right way it came out, and the score isn't insanely in a bad light again, which it hasn't been in the past. I'm just glad the right person won and just overmade the shot.
Jamie, obviously, when we done our interview a couple of days ago, you said to me, Katie Taylor's made a mistake. You obviously believe that now, but what were the reasons behind that? Chantelle too big, hands free, what was it?
I just, styles are everything. And 5 years ago when Chan first came to my gym, I said, you've got the style what's needed to beat Katie Taylor. And if you keep working hard, you'll beat her. One day you'll beat her. And that day's coming around and happened. And I told it was going to happen. Just do it, just scream if you want.
How do you build with him?
The hardest job in the world is not coaching any of the fights, it's making sure he's keeping him straight on the straight and narrow.
Chantelle, is that one of the hardest fights of your career?
Oh yeah, definitely. Katie's a great fighter, great advanced in the sport, and always knew for being tough night. And just Dublin, her homecoming, everything was against me, everything was in favour of Katie, but showed what I'm about.
When do you head home, Chantelle? What are you most looking forward to doing when you get back with your title intact?
To be fair, I'm just excited for the Spice Bag tonight.
They asked Eddie about the rematch, but for you, do you give Katie the rematch come September, maybe if it comes around?
Speak to my team, I think when for Undisputed against McCaskill, she never put her belts on the line. This time Katie come up to my way again. I put my belts on the line. That's 2 times now I beat 2 Undisputed World Champions back to back. And tonight everything was in Katie's favour, so speak to my team, see what's next, and I'm just going to enjoy this win and see what happens.
You're holding the cards in.
We'll see.
I think she deserves a homecoming herself, to be fair. She's travelled, she's been away from home to get a world title. I know she won the first one was at MK Dublin, but she's done everything asked of her, and I think some of the terms maybe deserve to be in Chantelle's favour.
Do you want me to ask Eddie that?
If you don't mind.
Eddie?
Wherever it makes sense, obviously there is already a clause in place, but again, it's not, tonight, you'll see the fight again in my opinion, but tonight's about a great performance from Chantelle Campbell, and what she said is right. Jessica McCaskill was undisputed at 147, she came down to challenge for Chantelle for undisputed, and Katie came up, she's undisputed lightweight, she's beat 2 reigning undisputed champions back to back. It's an incredible run.
Chantelle, did you take inspiration from the hostility of the crowd?
Oh, I was buzzing off it.
Sorry?
I was buzzing off it.
Great ring, about 8 different songs.
Shout out to once.
Chantelle, as you were walking out, as Katie was walking out, it took a long time. It must have felt lonely. Did you feel nerves in those moments? I mean, you looked quite calm, but you must have felt this like churning emotions.
No, if you see me all week, I'm full time and collected. I swear I've got my team around me, and that's all I need. All it is noise, and that's what I kept thinking. It's just noise. As soon as that bell goes, I do what I do every day in the gym.
And once the fight's underway, there's the noise, you die away because it's so locked into.
It's irrelevant. It's tunnel vision all day.
What was your corner saying to you during the fight?
Results.
I would just say, well, early on, we was totally in control. I felt for the first 4 to 5 rounds. Maybe dropped the 5th round, I think it was. But I said, keep doing what you're doing. I thought Katie came back really well. Sort of middle rounds, 7, 8, closed the gap a little bit. But I think the only reason she was able to do that was because Chantelle sort of allowed her to do it. I actually thought she'd start quicker. I've got to be honest with you. But now, in hindsight, looking at it, she was trying to conserve herself for those later rounds.
She started so fast as well.
Yeah. And I think she knew Chantelle was going to come on late, so So she tried to conserve it for late and dropped the early rounds in doing so. But Eddie's right, you know, that was a great fight tonight. And too many times in boxing, we have a great fight and we don't see rematches because egos get involved or these, you know, people start asking for too much money. That should be run back without a doubt. And hopefully it's on our terms this time because I think Chantelle deserves it. But without a doubt, Katie Taylor's done so much for the sport in terms of attracting so many girls into the sport. We're only sat here in a way because of Katie Taylor. So she deserves the rematch, but I think it should be done more on Chantelle's terms.
Chantelle, in boxing terms, what do you feel were your keys to being tonight? What did you do best?
I think with my work rate, I'm always fit and got a high work rate. I'm tough, I know how to work on the inside and just do what I do every day in the gym. My team see it every day and just have faith in me and just have to execute.
You tended to go to the body quite frequently. You use an left right hooks to the body. Do you feel you hurt Taylor at any stage? Do you feel your grimace or back away from your shots?
I had a few rumours that she don't like body shots. So,
You planned them, you practiced them, carried it out like you.
But they got bumps on your head, and obviously there was a lot of close fight when Katie and you were coming together and stuff like that. Was they these punches or heads clashing? What were they?
a lot of head clashing.
Chantelle, you've just been one of the greats, and sorry you haven't number one now.
She's too modest. If Katie Taylor,
She's just beat the pound.
exactly. If Katie Taylor was already ranked number 1 pound for pound, which I believe she was, then if somebody's just beaten her, then surely that makes her the best pound for pound.
Ask Nigel that question.
He's pound for pound.
Are you mad? Are you mad? She's the undisputed for a reason. She's a pound for pound number 1. She's a pound for pound number 1. In the best in the
Tell him, Nige.
in the world.
Can somebody
In the
remove him
world.
from- Can somebody take him out, please?
20p in him.
Chantelle, congratulations.
Thank you.
When you won your undisputed title for the first time, all the footage backstage, you know, you were thinking about what do I do next, where do I go next. There was a lot of talk in the lead up to this fight for Katie and her legacy and what this means for her. When are the moments where you look back and you go, you know, this is my legacy, and now you've cemented your legacy, you've created history for yourself. When are the moments where you kind of sit back and acknowledge everything?
So when I won Undisputed, I remember I was speaking to Jeremy and Nigel saying, like, what is going to do next? Because I never thought the Katie fight would ever come about, and it was kind of like, I don't want to just box and mandatory and not go anywhere else, and it was a bit like, I was just saying, like, what are we going to do? I've just been on such a high, how am I going to get this high again? And then it's just crazy how Katie called me out, and obviously I beat her tonight, and I feel like I achieved one mountain and I've just climbed another mountain, so yeah, just, I don't even know what's next now.
Right.
How much more do you respect Katie? Obviously, you respected her, as you said to me, you know, you were a fan of Katie, but obviously sharing the ring with her, but then her stepping up, calling you out like she's never done before, stepping up to face you up in a higher weight. How much do you respect her even more now? It's probably a dumb question, but do you?
I've always had huge respect for Katie. That was one of my fears going into the ring tonight, and Jamie kept saying to me, like, no respect, making sure that I didn't give her.
Not in a bad way, by the way. Just to make sure she was in the right frame of mind.
Because so many people, it's so easy to give Katie so much respect for what she's done, and I had to go in there and let it go out the window, because you can't help but respect her. She's a nice woman, great athlete, great boxer. What she's done for women's boxing is unbelievable, so it is very hard not to show that sort of respect, and tonight for me it was about making sure they went out the window and the bell went.
You still want Cook Park, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, again, we have to see, like, you know, like Chantelle said, you know, she walked first tonight. I mean, Katie got on the scales first yesterday. I don't think she was supposed to, but she's got on there. So, but, you know, I think a lot of male fighters can learn a lot about, if you believe you can win, sometimes you haven't got to let the ego get involved. Chantelle's come and she's never once felt like the victim, you know, oh, I've not got this and I've not got that. She went, I understand, she's the star and I believe I can beat her if I have to do that, but now she's beaten her. So, you know, Katie was the challenger tonight, but I mean, actually, ironically, she may be the champion next time, and if you do it lightweight. But again, it's really, like Jamie said, the biggest fight in women's boxing right now, is Chantelle Cameron against Katie Tennyson, basically. So, you know, we'll find a way. But it's at the moment she deserves her break, her respect, because I believe she has to call herself pound for pound number one after that performance and beating Jessica McCaskill as well.
Chantelle, do you think you've broken Katie's aura of being pound for pound and maybe unbeatable? And people will look at it now and say, yeah, I can beat her now.
We went into this fight we had the blueprint anyway, but Katie is such a great boxer, and I think she's going to want the rematch because she's going to want to put this fight to bed and try and get the win over me. But like I said, now it's on my terms, and I'll speak to my team and we'll see what's next.
Would it make any difference if it was in the UK or here? Or?
So what did you tell Katie in the ring after the fight?
Just said great fight and thank you for the opportunity.
What's she saying to you, Chantelle?
Great fight.
How many rounds did you feel you were Chantelle?
It's hard to call because I never really think when I'm fighting about what rounds I'm winning. I'm just tunnel vision and just throwing rounds and just getting the job done. So to be honest with you, I don't go by rounds.
What about your team?
I played 7-3. In my mind, going at the end of the fight, I did 7-3, so you can't complain with 6-4. I thought the draw was harsh, but I thought 6-4, you couldn't argue with that.
Yes, Nigel.
I thought you would, definitely. You did well.
Thank you.
And I'm dead proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Can we drink?
All right, guys. Well done, Chantelle.
Let's get pissed!